Hey guys, coming here. Welcome back to Langrisser and well, on part 2 of this video, we're finally going through the demo play of the second characters, Iris or Iris, depending on whichever server or region you're playing. So, well, I'll prefer the Japanese way, Iris, okay. So don't worry, guys. Her demo play for compared to Tone Milk is definitely easier and faster. We do not have too much of a dialogue and option to choose. So like the usual style, we'll be going through characters faction, quick go through of skills, talent, class change, soldier awakening animations, daily compositions, then default skins and echo like skins, movement animations. Then we'll go through a demo play. Last but not least, a discussion about the suggested enchantment for her. So right, here we go. So it is so you can see here, if, so straight on to the point, I'm gonna say if you're a Monster Musume lover, or if you are someone with hoof fetish, Irisu is definitely the ghost for you. You definitely got to save up your takes and summon her. So as you can see, this is her cavalry class. She has the basic default stats. So apparently her attack is considered high, 605 compared to the usual 500 plus I have seen from other cavalries. Or correct me if I'm wrong, the default is 600. Then her factions are from Meteor, Yellows, and Mythical Realm, which currently neither of the faction has 3C yet. So definitely she's not at that strong of a meta right now because the lack of 3C buffers. Hopefully she'll be even stronger when 3C buffers of the either factions come out. So let's go quick check about her job change first. So as you can see, she has cavalry and holy. So both allows her to move at 5 steps. Well, the max that she needs apparently in battle at most is just 4 steps. So having a 5 is just giving you higher mobility. So as you can see, the highest attack and goes to the cavalry class. However, it's not easy for her to one-shot or bypass the tankers. She do not have assassin skills to bypass tankers, so she definitely need to go head-on with tankers. So in PvP, you might need to choose holy class instead. And if you're having holy class, Lightbringer, aka Alma 2.0, will be the one to be able to give her the faction buff or the class buff to, well, boost her up. So I definitely go for the holy class based on the current meta, and maybe switch back to cavalry when either of the faction is out for 3Cs. Alright, the talent effect of her talent effect. So the Night Protector or Silent Night Protector. So her movement will not be restrained by terrain. Like usually if forest and water, cavalry class will get stuck or have reduced movement. So having this effect greatly resolve her cavalry issue. Then increase defense by 20% at the start of the game. So she do not have attack up. However, she will gain or have receive increment of attack each step she move, and every step gave her 5%. The max is 20%. So as you can see, the pros and cons. The cons is very obvious. If you do not move before battle, or you do not move a lot or move over 4 stats and more, you will not be able to receive the max 20% of attack increment. Then the pros is that, well, she has a self attack increment mechanism, but do know that after battle you lose the 20%, so not so good in my opinion. Then at the start you'll gain 2 charge of keys of protections at the end of a turn, or when you end turn you can choose to use up to 2 of the charges of the key to place at most 2 locations, and each of the keys cannot be less than 3 blocks away from each other. That's as a rule. You'll find out in demo play later. And then when Iris and her turn, if allies is at her own key, or the allies location is at her key's location, if she enters and she lands on ally's key, which is her own key, she will remove the key and take back the charges, but in return she will be able to act again to move for stats and attack again, and this effect can only be triggered once per turn, and when this AA effect triggers, the buff you have will not be reduced. The protection key effect will last for 2 turns, and you can recast again after you remove it. And do know that the keys can be, is actually considered terrain effect. It can be removed. However, it will only receive higher coverage when you place the key at a defensive terrain. So things to take note. The key is not what you consider as omnipotent stuff. She needs to place a key on defensive terrain to enjoy the high coverage benefits. Okay, this is the soldier she had. So as you can see, there's a lot of cavalry with her, and that means when fighting the enemy, she has little options to choose. Either she chooses cavalry or she goes flying units, and flying units can be easily killed off by assassins such as Lostom, being used in the meta right now. So her soldier units are kind of restrictive, to be honest. Okay, then these are the skills that she had, including the old skills. So I'm not going to go through all the skills. Just by the look of icon, you should be able to tell what are they. So she definitely have leg breaking skills, and at least 2. However, none of the old skills will have great synergy with her talent because of the keys effect. Only the exclusive skills have synergy with her talent effect. So there's a high chance at most you only bring 1 old skills into battle. And not to mention leg breaking skills cause position shifting effects are not a very good options when you fight against tanker like Hilda. She's kind of like, well, I call it the disaster that's along mid. Hilda jams a lot of characters that cause position shifting and leg breaking effect. Okay, let us appreciate the 3C animations. Hopefully we'll see quite some jiggle effects. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's very nice. And before you guys say I'm perfect, the first thing that I take note apparently is her eyes. I'm not sure if this is like a writing on the trend of Oshinoko. Just an anime that I have not watched, but although I do see the character designs, the eyes is very nice. Let us look at it again. Yes, her eyes looks like 4 sticks up, down, left, right with a certain distance apart, which eventually kind of form like a cross or like a stars, which I do know this is similar to Oshinoko. And when you look at this default skin, because the character looks much smaller, it's not easy to see the detail that they gave her character's eye design. I gotta give credit to them, it is very nice. Okay. And not to mention they have great jiggles effects. Yes, this is a part you guys can say I'm perf, so go on ahead. Okay, her daily life. And oh, okay, apparently, sadly, we do not have the details about her height, weight, and tree size. Mystery character, the only thing I know is definitely huge. Though I'm not sure between her and Toe Milk, which is the better options. So right, conversation. So this is how she sounds like when you summon her.
私はイリス、ロセウス荘園の森人。これからの旅は私も同行する。
When she changed her class.
私はここのすべてを守ると約束した。
When she released her skills.
侵入を禁ずる。
Alright, a simple Japanese for us to learn. Shinnyu no kinzuru, it means, let's hear again.
侵入を禁ずる。
Okay, I can't get an exact translations like that, but it roughly means transpassion, it's forbidden, or illegal entry or illegal trespassing, it's forbidden. Yep, that's the one. Okay, how she sounds like when you choose her.
イリスはあなたのために戦う。
When she's not able to battle.
これが死なの。
Okay, daily conversations.
日は昇り沈む。人も行き交う。何百年もの間、私はこのような輪廻を見てきた。
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. The way she talks is very poetic and quite like your Ojo-sama, kind of like those Victoria style lady. I'm not too used to it, to be honest. Alright, when she's happy.
覚えてる。あの赤い髪の女の子たちが教えてくれた。こんな時は笑えばいいんだ。
When she's angry.
礼儀正しく接するのは貴賓にだけだ。お前は駆逐されるべき。
When she's sad.
生まれてから死ぬまで、私は彼女たちの一生を記憶している。だから私は夢の中で再会した時、彼女たち一人一人の名前をはっきり呼ぶことができた。
Interactions.
無に等しい時間の中で次々と奇跡を起こす。人間のきらめきは刹那の永遠だ。
When she's irritated.
お帰りください、招かれざる客。
And special interactions.
またお越しください。
And another problem with cavalry units is that a lot of the time that the hero or heroine might charge off faster than their soldiers. They will just rush, and apparently the hero or heroine will soak all incoming damage before their soldiers does. This is like the sick case, for example, like we'll take Landers for example. When he's in cavalry class, he will always tank the damage for his soldier instead, because he will rush out into the field if you check the animation. So this is another downside about cavalry class. So I'm not sure if that is the same for holy class. If it's not, holy class is definitely better. Sorry, this is okay. Let's check. Hey, let's check out her Echo of Light first. So apparently it's very nice, gave her a very elegant dress. And again, if you are people who fetish or like girls, upper body of girls and lower body of a horse and riding in their shining dress or armor to save you. Well, she's a girl. And for the Echo of Light, the downside is that all the skins are the same. Apparently, it looks like this when I click it. Well, we'll find out more at the end of the video when we click on the Echo of Light section. So this is how she looks like when she is trying to charge her skills. So her form of weapon in Echo of Light is a flute. When she's stunned, okay, I presume this is when she tried to attack. So instead of weapon, she's using a hoof. And when she faints from battle. Okay, let's see if we can see any running action. Okay, that's how she looks like when she's galloping. So okay, I guess that's all. And then her default skins are, for me, I kind of prefer the default skins, I gotta say. This looks very cool. The spear or lance key she's holding on is very nice. And she has this like bit or funnel. Yep, this is taken from Gundam, hovering around her. It's like they're gonna do like special energy wave charges against enemy or use that shoes. That's much cooler. Okay, when she's attacking, as you can see, the thing floating around her, bits of funnel, they are flying out to attack an enemy. Yes, I know it's just animations, but it just seems to make her look stronger. Okay, when she casts her skills, charging. Okay, when she's stunned. And this definitely looks better. Like when she's stunned, she's holding on to the spear to prevent herself from falling down, compared to if she's actually holding onto a flute. Okay, when she's galloping. And when she died. Right, next part. So to let you guys see, or anyone who's trying to
覚え
appreciate.
てる。あの赤い髪の女の子たちが教えてくれた。こんな時は笑えばいいんだ。
Okay, for you guys to appreciate the art for drawing purpose, research, or even cosplay purpose, here you go. So by now, I'm not sure should we call her a centaur, because apparently she has a unicorn horn. I'm not too knowledgeable in this field. My understanding is that only half man, half horse is known as a centaur, but what if you have an additional horse? Are you still considered as the centaur, or there's another way to refer you as a higher tier being? So as you can see, it's very cool. She's like those energy celestial beings. She's just not your normal centaur. As you can see, her belly is not consists of organic formings, but like energy forming. It's like a belly is like an incubator trying to hold on to energy within herself.
愛は本能的な願いなの？わからない。愛は本能的な願いなの？わからない。でも嫌じゃない。
Okay, let's check out on Vertigo Portrait.
日は昇り沈む。人も行き交う。何百年もの間、私はこのような輪廻を見てきた。
So okay, that's it. Let's click her characters a few times and see if there's other jiggle physics.
復讐は憎しみで憎しみを終わる。
Okay, that definitely is. Let's check out other stuff.
復讐は憎しみで愛は本能的な願いなの？日は昇り沈む。礼儀正しく接するのは気品にだけだ。
Roy is always very weird when they get agitated or get more emotional. There is that jiggle stuff, like it just won't really jiggle when they are happy. That's a very weird way to set the
礼
animations
儀
for the
正しく接
characters.
するのは気品にだけだ。覚えてる。
So yep, you won't be able to see anything much on her default dress, and now we are finally coming to the demo play. Oops. So alright, let's try the demo play. So just definitely, this the video definitely end much faster. We don't have to click on options. We can just skip the scenes and get straight to the point. We are basically just fighting some trespassing demons posing as a human in disguise. So alright, here we go.
イリスはあなたのために戦う。
So the skills we're given is the exclusive skill 1, act again, exclusive skill 2, AoE, and then a 3C. So for all the skills details, exclusive skills and 3C effect, do check out my previous video for better explanations and understanding.
感じる。悪意の潜伏を。
So just to go on with 3C, 3C is a more important one. You have both passive and active. So passive, when we trigger the act again effect, we will recover 30% of our HP and obtain damage deal will be increased by 20% for 1 turn. Then the active skills is attack an enemy on straight line directions, deal 1.6 times damage, and ignore 30% guard of enemy if we bring close combat soldiers unit. They will attack together. Yep, this is the range skills, and it will cause position shifting. Push them back to blocks and give them -2 in their movement. Lasts for 1 turn. Cannot be the spell. And if the enemies on the way that get pushed back, there's something blocking them, like their allies or terrain, it will cause them to be stunned instead. It cannot be dispelled. And after attacking, we can move another 2 blocks again, 2 steps, and obtain damage received reduced by 20%. So right, here we go. So only at the end turn I'll be able to push a key. So as you can see, the key is, you will be able to place 5 squares or tiles around you for the first key. So I'm going to go here. So as you can see, the other key, it must be at least 3 blocks away. So I'm going to put it in such a way. Yeah, I'm going to let her tank the damage because after using the 3C, I will have damage taken reduced by 20%. So compared to Toe Milk, she is much easier to use. Sorry, the act again skills. I'm gonna steal buff from enemy 1 ring or 1 circle around me, but apparently the enemies do not have any buff, which is hard for me to show. Alright, I'm gonna cast act again, and then okay, this is an attack skills, but I should be able to act again. I'm not sure did I do it right. If not, we'll do it again. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So I will steal their buff, then trigger my act again skills by absorbing the key, then cast a talent. Then the other one is the 2C skills. Okay. And additional damage increment if enemies is stepping on the keys. So that's a bad move. Early on, I should not have stand at their positions to take on the keys. So no worries, we're gonna try again and we'll see if there is, you guys can check through again if there is any actual damage increment itself. And yup, this is one of the characters that we presume might be coming out in the future, known as Celica. She is known as the boss or the owner of this garden, whom her family or ancestor saved Iris, Iris in the storyline. So alright, let's do this demo play again. And since she has the benefit to increase her health, if we want, we can also discuss about the enchantment right now. So she can either go with Breeze for higher mobility and oppression against enemy, or some might consider Full Moon to give higher stats for her, and also Magic if you want to go for both single and AoE. And last but not least, maybe Meteor if you're trying to do one shot against enemy. Though I gotta say 87 to 80% of the time PvP players is gonna go for Breeze compared to other enchantment. Alright, this time around we're gonna kick the enemies here. Oh, I got it on animation, sorry guys. So gonna get one here and get one here. So because the animation is kind of fast, I cannot help but notice that if her 3C she's the one attacking first, apparently it looks like in the 3C she attacked first, and apparently in a normal attack she too attacked first compared to her soldiers. So we're gonna try by staying on the key and see if we're gonna get again. Okay, we can choose to attack, and by right we should be able to act again. So let's try it out. Okay, which is cool. Then let's see if we can act again. So I got to remove the key again. And I can get to choose to place the key. Oh, but I'm not able to attack. So yeah, it can be only triggered once. There's no trick, so you can only do one time. So okay, we're gonna try one last time. So through this demo play, though it might not be the best, but as you can see the pros and cons with her characters. And you know that the stats given here is, we call it the seller show. It's not easy to get such stats unless you spend a great amount of on your enchantment. Yep, so apparently, if my eyes is correct, apparently she is attacking first compared to her other soldiers unit. Alright, I'm gonna try this one. So I'm supposed to enjoy damage reduction.
Iris はあなたのために戦う。
Alright, we are supposed to
感じる。
trigger the anger
悪意の潜伏。
key.
消
We're
灯
supposed
時
to heal ourselves. Do we get a healing? Yep,
感じる。
30%.
悪意の潜伏を。
So as you can see that apparently there's nothing the key does, except just it's like a blank terrain. It's still kind of confusing as to why they designed this character in such a way. It don't really help. But the great thing is that, so the downside is that on the first turn you definitely have to place the key. Then on the second turn, if the enemy just so happen to be in your key's position, or I'm sorry, if you already preset the key in your position and your enemy is at a very further distance, you can go run 5 plus an additional 4, which is 9 steps, and followed by your 2C skills. Your range is 11 if it's planned properly, or if not, if your enemy is within the range after stepping on your key and attack the enemy, you can attack again or you can choose to retreat. Okay, apparently what I see in this last battle is that she is attacking very slowly for a normal attack. Okay, maybe just one last check, that's all, I'm just curious. If her normal attack is not that fast, it may be a good news is that the soldier will be the one to soak or receive the damage for her, and that will increase the survivability. So right, I'm gonna choose you and let's see how it goes. Okay, it's around faster than 70% of a cavalry, but that's weird. So alright, so we have come to the end, and before that, let us check. So the Echo of Light skin, let's see if we can see any other stuff, more stuff here. So these are the Echo of Light skin for this month of May to June. So you can see a better portrait of characters, and we're going to try clicking on other class. So all class are of the same, and the same set for Toe Milk.
日は昇り沈む。復讐は憎。私は兵士たちの最後の戦いを見届く旅人よ。もしあなたがかつて憤怒を
So yep, when they're happy, you don't see jiggle effect. So okay, this is coming. We've come to the end. Remember to like and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.